Hello, and welcome to Surviving the Narcissist. This is Wanda, and on this channel, we look at narcissistic abuse from a personal, I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor, thriver, overcomer, a professional, and a spiritual perspective. Professional because I'm a coach and I work with people who have experienced trauma, addiction, and narcissistic abuse. This episode, we're going to look at what they call narcissistic mirroring. And when you look in a mirror, you see a reflection of yourself. But when a narcissist does mirroring, they look at you and they imitate or they mirror the target or the victim of the narcissistic abuse. And we're going to look at three reasons why a narcissist may mirror the target. And most of the people that's watching this channel, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, are narcissistic abuse survivors. Well, one reason is to uh, gain information because most of the time, what they do to you, you gave them the information unknowingly. And mirroring is another way that they obtain that information. So if you say, well, I like to travel and I like to travel to out of state, then they'll say, well, I like to travel out of state too. What states have you traveled to? So that's an example of mirroring because they don't like to travel. They haven't traveled. They haven't been anywhere. But they will pretend like they like the same activities you like. And because they pretended that they like those same activities, you gave them information. So they might say, well, oh, I like to travel too. Where have you traveled to? And then they'll gather all that information. And they may go and um, go online. Once you give them that information, they may go online and look up these different places. So then they can pretend like they have something in common with you because then they might have a later conversation and they may say, well, you know what? When you were in New York, did you like that? And then, you might be like, oh, yeah, we really have something in common. But they never been to New York. You told them that New York was your favorite city, and they looked up information about New York. Or you said that you like going certain things. And they do that to establish a connection with you by pretending that they like the same thing that you like. Another reason that they mirror the target or the victim is for manipulation and control because they manipulate you by copying or mirroring, just like when you look in a mirror, what they see. So they copy what you do, what you say, and then they control you and manipulate you with that information. Another that so the first reason is information and gathering to get information. The second reason they do it is to manipulate and control you. And then the third reason is part of love bombing and grooming because you really think that you have they make you think that you have something in common. You have things that's in common. You like to travel, they like to travel. You say that you like certain foods, they like certain foods. You like certain music, and they'll say that, well, I like the same kind of music also. And so once they mirror you and get that information, it's all a way to control, manipulate, and dominate you. And then, depending on what information that you gave them, that's why you really have to be careful. Because they may say, well, um, you said that you were in therapy before, or you've been involved in some kind of mental wellness. Not that there's any shame involved with that, because I'm a life coach and I'm a mental health wellness provider. But because you said it first, the person that's being targeted or the victim said it first, then the narcissist will chime in and say, well, I'm in therapy also. So we have something in common. But what are you in therapy for? Did you find it helpful? Did you find it beneficial? Why or why not? So when you give them that information, because they were just mirroring what you have been through, your experience, your life, well, they may use that information against you because they never been to therapy. They never had the situations happen to them that they pretended that they did. So then they can use that information to gaslight, to guilt you, and to shame you. And when they do that, that's the cycle of control manipulation. You're being manipulated. Oh my goodness, I gave them this information. They may tell, they may call my job, they may breach my confidentiality because they're like, well, when did I tell you that I had been to therapy? Oh, you're the crazy one, not me. I mean, so anything that you told them, because they use mirroring to get the information, then they can weaponize it and use it against you. So this is just a little information about uh, a tool that narcissists use called mirroring. And if any of you have ever had that experience before, please comment. And then in addition to liking and sharing this video, please visit my website, which is www.vision of recovery. I have a lot of good information, and I'm also available for one-on-ones. And until next time, be blessed.